Hi, Teresa. How are you? So, I am working on some tiny journals. I was what I was just doing was trying to identify these little bugs that I keep finding flying all over my room in here. They look like ants with wings, is all I can say. So, I've got one of my little journals made, and I will show it to you. And then this is the second one, and these are for Flo and Jennifer. I love making these kind of journals. They sew up fast. They are fun to decorate. So, did you get to go to church this morning? Hi, Michelle. I had a handful of kids today. Today I had about, how did many did I have? I think there was about 17 in my part. And then there were 12 babies in the nursery. 12 babies and toddlers. Um, under under 3. If they're 3, they get to go to the toddler class. So anyway, I know that's what I'm worried that they're termites. I live in a wood house. Oh, I got that one too short, didn't I? And that one's going to be too long, but it'll be okay. So that's all sewed up, and they'll actually hang down like that. Probably do my key on that one. There we go. So let me put my needle up, stuff my cotton back in because I lost the cap to my lid. I lost the whole thing. Y'all remember the day I came on frantically looking for my needles? Yeah. Anyway, your head hurts. Is it an eyeball headache? So I'm going to show you. Let's see. I'm going to do a flip through of the other one right quick before I start working in this one. This one is Flo's. It is a fairy journal because, after all, Flo is a fairy. She needs a fairy journal, right? So, and if you're wondering what this is actually some of that fancy smancy crochet thread, and it has another part to it. So this is what it looks like when you take it off the ream, and then it has this like fishnetty part that's also connected to it. But I like to cut this off, and use this just like trim, and I use it quite often. So this is Flo's. It has a little fairy and a flower and an F for Flo. We open it up, and we've got some flower fairies and some flower stickers. And this page right here is a copy. Oops, let me slide up. I got off. This page right here is a copy of a page out of the 1923 journal that I have. Uh, I have an actual 1923 journal. So that was gifted to me. And then this is a piece of scrapbook paper. And then we made a little pocket, and I put some folded up little pieces of hems in there. And we've got a little fairy door and mushrooms and more fairies. And these are fairy stickers that I have that came from Timu. And one of the things I don't like about them is they have a lot of white around them, so I trim the white off. And then this is a fairy, and then that's just a little tab that I made with some little tickets I have. And we have a little pocket here. And we just have a piece of gel print stuff in it. And then we have this. It's a little envelope, and it has a little piece of hymnal in it. And it can actually fold out, and she can write on it. And then I put one of these little, one of those little circled things on it to make it like a little tab to make it easier to pull out. Then we have the little pocket here, and it's got a little circle to keep, and there's a little sticker in there, a little fairy sticker in there. And it don't want to pull out. There we go. Little fairy sticker. And then that just will, you just pop that back down under there. Then we have a little fairy house. That ring is too big and it just wants to flop around. And then we have a little fairy house here and a little ladder that you climb the tree to get up in the fairy house. And this is a pocket. And we have a little thing here that has a little piece of paper to write on, and it'll fold out and you can write and journal on it, and it folds back in, and it's got a little tab on it so that you can grab a hold of it to pull. We have a ticket or a tag that is a trifold tag, and it opens up and you can journal on the inside of it. And we could actually fold it down where you don't see the torn side. I like the torn side, and then a little pocket, and then some stickers and a fairy, and then we have a little paper clip, a teeny tiny paper clip, and this is a really long fold out for journaling, for writing on. So anyway, and a rose, and then this is the back side of the 1923. Well, this is another page. That one's January the 2nd. This one was January the 3rd. I should have reversed the order. Anyway, then there's my stamp and another little fairy in the back, and that's it. And then we just take our little ribbon and wrap it around it and tie it however we want it tied. We can tie it on the edge, we can tie it in the middle, we can tie it on the top, however we want to tie it. We just want to make sure that we get it going the right way. So there we go. Just like that. I like to turn it where the sequins are shiny out front. So this one for Jennifer is going to be little flowers. We're just going to do little flowers for her. And I'm going to tie that. And we're going to tie a little bow here. We left enough to tie a little bow. There we go. And there we go. Of course, I got that all twisted. You would know. There. Lay it down where you can see all the little sequins. So this one is, like I said, is going to have a little bow. So if you notice, the papers are very similar. I got these from Jude. Oh man, I couldn't even guess to tell you when. I've had them maybe a couple of years, and I have very sparingly eked them out, but I'm about to get to the end of them. I think I've got one more nice size piece of them. They're really thick. They have a really nice texture. I'll tell you what doesn't like them though is the punches don't care for them because of the makeup of them. They're like a handmade paper. They're real fibrous, and the some of the punches don't like that. So anyway, now all of this is white on the inside, and then you got that pretty pink and green together. That is a real pretty combo. And I just got glue on that. We'll mark it off. And then we have a piece of music, and it's a fold out. It'll fold all the way out. And then a blue, and then this is an envelope, and it's been cut so that you have a uploading pocket, And then you have this ombre effect paper. And then there's the center. And we'll go in here and do in there. And there's the other side. And on this side, we opened the side for it, for a side open pocket. And then, like, you're going to see just a lot of white here. And then that's the other edge of the song page. And I cut it and folded it so I could keep that edge because I like that. And there's the back. And there's 5 little pieces of paper in there. So after I sew and do the things that are going in it on the pockets, I'll make some more pockets and put stuff in the pockets. It'll be a little fatter than what it is. And of course we're gonna sticker it up just like we did the other one. And there we go. Yeah. Okay. First things first, we're going to put Jennifer's initial on it, which is a J. And I'm going to use this J right here. And if you don't know what this book is, I've showed it to you before, but it is the Antiquarian sticker book. This is the Bibliophilia one. And it's got crazy pictures in it. If you've never seen them, it's got some funny ones in it. But that's probably the only sticker we're going to use out of it unless we go back through and get some flower stickers. And I will tell you, with these, you definitely need to put some glue on the back or you will lose a sticker. So we're going to do this one in flowers. And we're going to put this set of fairies back because we don't want to do them just alike, but we are going to do it in flowers and mushrooms. And actually, we're going to use, I do want to use some of these little children. They're so cute. And I really like this little girl right here. And we're going to use her on the, I think on the inside cover right up here. Uh-oh, that didn't want to stay. Let's put a peg on it. Anyway, let's see. We just need a piece of paper to glue on. And I think that will be sliding down in there just a little bit. She needs to go down in there. I got to go to Big Town this week. If you've seen the news, you know that we had your name begins with a T, just saying. Okay. And you know that we had tornadoes overnight up north of me, about 2.5 hours away from us. I didn't even know it was storming. I didn't even know we were expecting storms. I don't know why I didn't realize it, because it has been yucky hot. In fact, today, our real feel on May the 26th is 101 degrees. I hope that pops, because this is the kind that it don't like it. Does not like this paper. Yeah, see, it don't want to like cut it all the way out. We're just gonna, there we go. We'll rip it like that. Paper's really thick. Anyway, we're usually not this hot this early during the summer. So anyway, so that'll go in Janet's package, going to her. And I like these little children right here. I think they're really cute. So we're going to use them too. Maybe we'll do little children. Your name begins with a T, just saying. I like these little books. I like making these little books. They're quick and easy, and I don't get all as involved as I do when I do my big ones. So All his promises are yes and amen. All his promises are true. Okay. Right now, no. No, we don't want that. There you are. We don't want any more of that. We just put just a little inky on it just to make it look dirty. Michelle, have you had a good day today, hon? Go ahead and ink this. Ink this, the edge of that. Okay, I want a piece of this right here to go. Like that. That's good. So you're saying, why are you doing another fold out on that? Because I want something for them to write on. Color. Can't believe how fast time is flying this year. I've got to sit down and write out my schedule for June for children's church. And I glue this tape too, just because I like things to stay glued. And this is a new brand haven't used before, so well, I've used pieces out of this new brand, but it's not a brand that I've used and proven, you know. It's a little long there, but it'll be okay. We will do this right here. Fold that in on that one and fold that in there. Okay, now we need another little piece to go on the inside. I like for my fold ins to be double taped. Oh yeah. Are you not able to go, or is your church not having live services, or We do broadcast our church on Facebook. We do our services on Facebook. I don't do my children's services, but they do the main service on Facebook. Our church has a Facebook. When we were under restrictions with COVID and we couldn't go, I would do a lesson for the kids on, usually I did it on Saturday afternoon. So today we talked about salt and light. Where's my fold? There it is right there. Almost folded. There we go. There's my tilt in. And we're going to fold that like that. Oh, okay. I don't know what I would have done without my church family to help me through Dave's illness. I'd have been I'd have been lost without them. They've been such a help to me. So, and we're just going to put a little thing right like that and go like that. And that's cute. So, let's go in. Did I give them examples about salt and light? We actually done an object lesson where I took a candle and lit it, and then we put a jar over the top of it, and we talked about that the light has to have the breath of God, the oxygen, and that Jesus breathed the breath into us. And then we talked about the air, the word air, and it representing the Holy Spirit with the Greek word pneuma. And we talked about the Holy Spirit, being filled with the Holy Spirit and continually being filled with the Holy Spirit. And yeah. We're going to put that pretty. I don't know. They look like roses, but that doesn't look like rose fuzzies. So I don't know what that is. So we're going to go back here and look. We do have some little fairies back here. But I don't know that I want to put fairies in this book. We have mushrooms. Yeah, we do. I did an object lesson. They love object lessons. Let me do that little fairy. That is a flower fairy because I used that in the other book. You know what? Before I get all involved, oh, here it is. Okay, before I get all involved looking in that book, I want to look at these. This is a this is an ephemera sticker book too. It's actually two combined. I got one that had a lot of images that I knew I would never use, and so I shared them with a friend. And anyway, so I just pulled out the ones that I thought I might like, and these have just got critters. Close your eyes. That's got bugs and snakes on it. So anyway, and I don't know when I'll use them. Those are masks, owls. That's frames. Anyway, that is steampunk. That's Paris. Trims and borders. I like that border right there. I actually like that border really well. Anyway, you know what? Let's let's look at something else right quick that I said the word border. Yeah, it was very good. And they really enjoyed it. And so I showed them that you take the candle and you put the we put a jar. It was a quart jar over a wide mouth quart jar, and you hold it there until the oxygen depletes and it almost goes out. And that's what the enemy tries to do is uh he tries to keep us from being filled with the Holy Ghost and having the Holy Spirit minister to us, and he keeps us from trying, you know, he's trying to put out the light within us. And so so I would let it almost go out, and then I'd raise the jar and the light would come back on. They loved it. Absolutely loved it. I had the littles in there this week too. I don't always have the littles, but the toddler teacher was out of town. So anyway, she just got married, and she hasn't finished moving in with her husband because she's a teacher at a local school and she has to finish out her contract, and they just got married on the 11th. So this weekend I think she was finishing moving in because her contract is finished on Wednesday. So I'm seeing this. I think I want to use that border. Anyway, but yeah, so I would let it burn almost all the way out. I mean, almost to just where it was a spark on the end of the candle wick. And then as soon as you raise it, the flame comes back. And so that fascinated them. Absolutely. They were thrilled with it. So then I was like, so if we let it burn completely out, will it come back? And Major, one of my little ones. He's 5. He was sure it would. So then when it didn't, he couldn't believe that it didn't. I said, but you know what? We can be filled with the Holy Ghost over and over because it shows us in Acts that they were continually being filled. I said we can be filled with the Holy Spirit and it relights our flame and we get going again. And anyway, so then I relit it again, and we showed it being snuffed nearly out again and all that. They really did that. Then we had a time of worship, and I just brought them all to the front of my children's sanctuary. I have a children's sanctuary, and we sang "This Is the Air I Breathe," and we worshipped. And and if y'all don't realize this, my church has Pentecostal beliefs. We have we are a non-denominational church. We're not associated with any denomination, but most of us came from Pentecostal upbringing and backgrounds, and so we do believe in speaking in tongues, and we believe in being filled with the Holy Spirit, and we believe in being very expressive in our worship. Very expressive. So I let my kids dance, and I let them raise their hands, and I even let them run around. So sometimes I'm not happy with the way they're running around, but I do. I let them just run around, express themselves in worship. So anyway, that's gonna be a tuck. If you notice, I only glued this and this and this. So that will be a tuck. Anyhow, so yeah, we had a good time. We had a good time this morning, and I love my kiddos. Love teaching them about Jesus. So, one thing about it, when my kids leave when they graduate out, because they graduate out of children's church, when they leave 6th grade and are starting the 7th, then they move on up into youth. But when they leave, one thing they know is Jesus is not looking for religion. He's looking for a relationship. Oh, see, you just cut that right in two. So, I did. I cut that right in two. I guess we'll make another one just like the other one. Only we actually want that one to be a little bit shorter because that's a little long. You know what, Cindy? You're a goofball. Like a goofball. There we go. My dad was a Pentecostal pastor. He was Assembly of God, which is a Pentecostal believing church. Anyway, and Dave was General Baptist when we got married, but it didn't take long for me to convert him over to the ways of the assemblies. Anyway, but Dave has been credentialed with both the assemblies and the Pentecostal Church of God. He's held credentials with them. He doesn't hold credentials anymore. He had given them up when he was barbering full time, and then that's what he was doing. When he got sick, fell dead in his barber shop. So, anyhow, there we go. We'll just do another one, just a little bit longer, and it's going to just slide back behind that. There we go. So, anywho, that's what we're going to do there. I like that. What are we going to put on this page? So we were looking at stickers. We got this far. My knees are hurting. My chair doesn't stay up. And so when I get down low, it makes my legs bend further than I want them to go. I actually like that right there very well. That guitar, that guitar. Only it's not a guitar. That's what my boys called it when they were little. Guitar, Mom. Can we play the guitar? That's pretty. That would make. Maybe not. Maybe not. I'm gonna put on that. Kitties, kitties, kitties. We don't want no kitties. We don't want no apple. Oh, we could have got a pretty J there. That's a real pretty J, only it wouldn't have matched like the red one does. Those are pretty. I have some vintage are they funeral cards or calling cards? Can't remember. They're either a calling card or a funeral card. And they look just like that. And they fold out and they have names on the inside of them. Oh, there's some more of these little kids. Is that the same little girl? No, that one's different. Well, I didn't put a little child here. But you know what? That's okay. We don't need a little child there. That's Little Red Riding Hood. But look at this little girl. She's cute. We will use her. You're not sure what I'm talking about? Uh, Hold on. I'll show you. I'll put this down, though. I want to put this little girl down. Right here. I'm going to put her right in this corner with her little dolly. Because I know right where they are. Because I saw them just the other day. The wrong drawer. I said I know right where they are, and I opened the exact wrong drawer. This one. This drawer. There they are. Jared's got to come get my floor cleaned up. So I have these, and these are vintage. So that one looks just like what I just showed y'all that sticker of. Let's see. If y'all don't know it yet, you should realize I love vintage things. And I have friends who know I do, and they share stuff with me because they love me. At least that's what I tell myself. They love me. Oh, that's cute. I like that little girl sitting on there. Well, I can't even find that sticker now. I don't even know where it went. It was right here. Okay. I had that sticker right here. I'd lose my head if it wasn't connected. Is it in the book? I don't think it was in the book, but maybe it was. Would have been right in here. Anyway, I don't see it. These little things. So this flips up, and it has, and this is actually the advertisement on how to order them. But these here have names under them. That one says Laura Kinley. John Elliott. I wish Jude was watching. She could tell me. She's the one that sent me them. Edward Newman. She also sent me some cabinet cards. Rosa Maninger or something like that. Anyway, I can't remember if she told me they were funeral cards. This is Laura Kinsley again. And Edward Herman. I think I said Newman a while ago. And Edward Herman. Yeah. Anyway, she sent these to me, and they're so cool. Now, I don't know if I'll ever use them, but I won't be giving them away or getting rid of them. So I'll just hoard them over there in the hidey hole, and when I die, somebody will have to get rid of them. Yes, they will. Was it on that one, Cindy? No. Yes, they will have to get rid of them. And I will just smile and be happy because I don't have to clean it up. Yes, I have lots and lots of things that are very old, including me and Dave. So here we go. Okay, guys, y'all know how I do this. So we want a little, and we're going to fold this in half. Actually, we're going to do this like this. My little water bottle's about done full, and empty, and I got the wrong paintbrush in my hand. I want this one right here, that one, or this one, and maybe I will want that one in a minute, but for right now I want these two. And we got some water right here. I'm not really on screen. Here I am. There I am. Paintbrush. We have paint. We have paint. And we're going to Oops. It's time for blob flowers again. And we're painting them on this old dictionary page. So none of our like letting things bleed into each other will work good for this kind of stuff. So we have to just paint something that looks like a flower of sorts and just go with it. Okay, sweetie. I don't know how long I'll be here today. I normally only rest on Sundays, but we don't have church tonight, so I will. Thought I would come on and play a little bit. Oops, wrong blue. Yeah. A different color, isn't it? Put back over those. Make sure we know the color. Okay. Now we want to get down into some Payne's Gray. We do want some Payne's Gray right here. Mixed in with this green. See how much of that green we can get. So there's some good there. Some good green there. Okay. Now I can see my stems better. We're just going to add some little, just indications that there's a little stem that goes up in through these little flowers. Just so you'll know they're supposed to be there. Yeah. Let's just start putting us some grass in here. And right now, our little round brush here is working just fine with it's all its little pointies. Bye, how did you manage to do that, Cindy? I think I got every one of those on the same level. Didn't want that. The red ones. Okay, I think we're going to call that one done. And hold that back up and put it up. Goes in that box. We did not use that. scared me. Okay, when that gets dry, we're going to fold it up and put it in this top loading pocket up here. But it's not dry yet. It's got some stuff here. Before I forget it, we will sign it, CL 524. And we shall do this. Very carefully stamp it where it says Love and Art on the back. We'll let that dry. And we're going to go ahead and decorate this pocket. There. Maybe it's in here. I just saw something that I thought would look cute on it, so I mean, I seen just previously something that I think will look cute on it, but I gotta find it. Okay, that would, but that's not what I'm thinking of. What I'm thinking of was already prepared. There's a big snowball. Oh, those are shrooms. So we're working right here in this book right here. I should be working and getting ready for my sale tomorrow night. Actually, I have everything gathered up. I just need to do all my, all my worky work. Put up my post and set it all up and all that. That's pretty. I like that. I'm going to come back and use that. Aha! There we go. I think we will put this little boot right here with the flowers in it on there. Yep, that's what I think we'll do. Some ocean creatures. These would make cute paper dolls. I don't think I had this book then. I didn't. I won this from Angie in a giveaway on Whatnot. So let's go in here. Forest, fairies, and fungi. So we're going to have fairies at the back. Lots of fairies. And they did them in different sizes. The same fairy for some of them. But we're really not looking for fairies, Cindy. Cindy says, we're always looking for fairies, Cindy. Because we like fairies. Okay, let's look at the fungi. I'm not sure we're looking for fungi neither. But there are some cool, pretty ones. Here we go. Some pretty flowers. Blackberries. I want some blackberries real bad. That's pretty. And I like the fern. I like that tall, skinny thing. That's an interesting sticker. Oh, and this, I like these. These are those bluebells? Can you see? Are those bluebells? Is that what those are? Bluebells? There's 3 sizes of those. Mm. I like that. And I like that tall, skinny thing. I like that too. The ferns. I don't like the worms or caterpillars either. Okay, that's the front. Okay, now, there. I have it here. There. Who's that? I was looking for a famous quote about flowers. I'll read it to you after I get it written. It says, if you truly love nature, you will find beauty everywhere. And that's from Vincent van Gogh. There we go. Okay. Now, I hope these show up okay. Yes, they will. Because they are on a white background. There we go. But I don't like that white background. So let's see. What does that look like? Been here an hour and 3 minutes. Dry now. Those are all dry. So that's what that looks like. We've got some purple flowers. I call them blob flowers, and then little blobbies down here with red and yellow. And so we'll just fold this up. So I didn't stamp very well. And we're going to, it's not going to be too wide. Come on, Cindy, you can do this. Okay, now, you knew that was too tall, but we weren't sure about too wide. Yeah. Okay. And that's perfect. Just right like that. There we go. And when I'm famous for painting blob flowers, she can say, oh, look, I have a blob flower that came from Cindy. She sent it to me in a 20 swap. And I'm being sarcastic if you don't know that. If you do not know that, that's what I'm doing. I'm being sarcastic. Because that's what I do, is be sarcastic. So we have two little tucks here. We have a fold out here. We have a pocket here that has nothing in it. Let us put just a piece of this. I love this ombre thing. So we're just going to stick, and it'll be real pretty in this right here. We're just going to fold that and just stick it down in there. And we don't cover up our little girl's face, so that's pretty. Now we need something little bitty to go right in here. Let's see. Oh, right there. Just stick that right there. Now we'll give it a good scrubby with our little brush loaded down with ink. There we go. Okay, that's looking cute. Cute. I love it. Cute. Nice. This will be a writing page. They send Jared to the store after he gets up and get me some blackberries. That sounds really good. And we're not going to ink around that because it's on a white page. Okay. We're not going to ink. Now we will put some beads, and I have a little key. I may have a second one floating around here. I took 2 out last night. I don't know if I put 2 back. If I put 1 back up or not. We'll see. We may use this for our tie. I'm not sure. Or this. On my list of things to buy this year before the year is up is a new camera. One that I can zoom in a little bit closer with. Oh yeah, that was good and crooked, Cindy. If you're not a dweeb, sometimes you just make my head hurt. Cindy Lulu Bob. Sometimes you just make my head hurt, girlfriend. Okay, there we go. Now let's take. Do we have more than one? Oh no, here. This right here. Here it is. Let's take. We just put a piece there. Let's take and do. Oh wait, do we want to put a bigger sticker there? That's pretty. That little butterfly floating up around. Okay, that's good. Now we're going to make a little pocket right here. And we want to make a little pocket, or do we want to make a little belly band? Hello, whoever just came in, welcome. I'm making a tiny journal. And it would go really faster if I didn't have to stop and tell so many stories. But if you know me, you know me. Sorry. Okay, that's good. And we're going to take and do one like this. And one like this. This is my painty papers from last night that I did not use. This one here is crooked on the bottom. A little tag right there. And a little bit bigger one right behind it. There we go. Now, I know, is it too big? No, it'll work. So this is going to the UK. So we need to send Lady Liberty over there so she can go see what it's like in the UK. And she can be very thankful that she lives in the U. Oh no! I just tore half in two. How stupid am I? Pretty stupid, pretty stupid. But don't vote, okay? Don't vote. No votes. No voting allowed. Can't believe I just did that. I'm sorry, Lady Liberty. I did not mean to rip your head off. Here we go. Here we go. Just like that. Okay, we put her back together. I think she looks okay. Pretty good. Sorry, honey. I didn't mean to do it. It was an accident. I promise. I promise. Don't you believe me? Hello, whoever's here. Welcome, welcome. Just making little journals, just playing, talking about children's church this morning. So I'm making Michelle. I'm making Jennifer and Flo journal, and I don't think I should send dog treats in the mail to England for Freddie. So I think what we're going to do for Freddie is we're going to make him a card from Rassie. We'll make him a card from Rassie. Rassie, you want to send Freddie a card? I already know that he's not going to let us stamp his little footprint into it because, yeah. But we will use the thermal printer and sign it with a picture from Rassie. Because he's so stinking cute. Everybody needs a Rassie in their life. Even if he does bite you. I can't help it. He just gets excited and just bites. Let's flip flop that down so we can see what we're doing here. Well, since we done Lady Liberty on the front, should we do one of the King's Guards on the back? Used to be the Queen, but now it's the King. King Charles. Look, and I didn't even rip your head off. You lucky duck. It was your lucky day. You did not get your head ripped off. There. Forgot what I was looking for. There it is. Glue. Okie dokie, artichokes. I have a little silver paper clip. And we will clip that little notepad. That's what that is. This is just a little notepad. Clip it right there. It's got 4 little pages in it. Just clip it in there. Okie dokie. We need to put something on that. We're almost done. I'm just sitting here thinking, if y'all smell burning rubber, that's what it is. I'm just thinking. Always helps when you unlock it, Cindy. For some reason, they stamp a lot. I mean, they cut a lot better when they're unlocked. Just saying. Okay. go. There's just a little tuck. Got a little glue out. Okay. Let's see. Here. Just like so. Take the other one and go. So, see it? Oh, just like so. That'll do this. Just like so. Yep. Then we can go trim that side. We can trim this side. There we go. Hey, Butter Roll, how are you, honey? And how's Bridget today? Is she feeling better? Just put that there. Tie those together. And trimmed it up a little bit. Okay. Now we want to trim this down and trim this. We'll just fold this up. And tuck it in here. Just like so. There we go. Okay, that one's done. But guys, we're almost done with this book. Let's see. There, I was going to say, didn't I have a... Hold on. This paper clip to hold that back. Now, we are going to use some pretty trim on this. Oh, okay. Oh, I hate that she had a rough night. When you're staying with somebody in the hospital, if they have a rough night, you usually have a rough night too. So we have spent our share of time in the hospitals. When Dave was so sick, though, we did not stay overnight with him in the hospital. We're going to make that a belly band. Um, I lived so close to the hospital that it was just better for me to go on home and rest than to try to stay at the hospital all night, especially when he was in CCU. So, because they didn't allow you to stay in the room with them when they were in CCU. Yeah, that'll be cute. And oh, I had something here that I was going to put on this page right here. So I'm going to put feathers. Actually, I don't know that they're feathers, but they look like feathers, don't they? And feathery things there. And we need one more thing that we can tuck in here. And so let's see. We have this sticker back right here. And let's do this. Let's stick this on the back of this and then turn around it. And that will be so cute. Okay, wait. We need to put some glue on this because it will never stay. They wouldn't let us stay in the room with him when he was in CCU, but he was in for 22 days. He was in a drug-induced coma um, and paralytic state. So nobody was there, and the if the doctors came, they came and got you. So, and none of the doctors came around that night. Not there. Okay. But I do understand about being with your people because somebody has to advocate for their patient. Somebody has to make sure that there is everything being done that needs to be done. Now, when I'm in the hospital, I like for all my people to go home and leave me alone. I go to the hospital to rest. Only if you've ever been to the hospital, you know that is hilarious because you never rest in a hospital. Okay, so it's a little tiny postcard. It says postcard and it's a little tiny postcard. We're just going to tuck it right there. Actually, we want to see if we can find us a little tiny stamp. That one's pretty tiny there. I think we'll use it. And we're going to when David went to Oklahoma City when he had his second episode after we had moved here, uh, he got med flighted to Oklahoma City, and so uh, there was no option for me to go with him, and we had to wait till the next day to go because oh, it was a real mess because it was big during COVID, and oh, and it was they had to make sure Okay, so of course y'all know me. It don't matter. I had to pull it off anyway because it needs some glue to it. But yeah, and they would call me and say, Mrs. Loven, he's in a really bad shape. Well, I know that, and I'm trying to get there as soon as I can, but y'all are not helping me. By the time I got there, they had him stabilized and everything. But I knew he was in a bad shape. So I wrote on it, to Jennifer, care of Janet Nash, UK. So anyway, and so we have a little postcard, and it's got a little 5-cent stamp on it. I hope that 5-cent stamp will get that all the way to Jennifer. There we go. And I think we need some more glue back here. I don't think that's stuck for me. There. Okay. So, let's do this just so it don't go nowhere. Let's just slide are we stuck down good here? Let's just slide a little bitty heart rose gold paper clip there to hold it in place. There, that's good. And what are we going to put on this back side? Let's put, oh, I do know I have it. She's right here. She's right here. Thank you, honey. You know that needs some glue on it, Cindy. Go ahead and give it some more glue. You know it needs it. There you go. And there we go. There we go. And that finishes that. I just need to make something to go in the pocket here. And I think we'll make another couple little tags. No, we're just going to stick this little piece of paper in there. Only it's cut wonky donkey, but that's okay. We'll just stick this little piece of paper in there. There we go. Now, see, I told you it would be fat after we got done. Let's see what we think about, okay, what do we have sticking up there? We've got that's our little fold out, isn't it? Okay, it'll be okay sticking out. But you know what? Did we glue that down? Did we glue that down? Oh, it feels like it wants to pull up. I dropped it right there. Okay. Well, you came back just in time. We're going to finish. We're going to do our final flip through. You know what? We need to look through this and find a Freddy picture, a puppy dog. Oh, no, we don't. We need to do this. I wonder if we do this right here, if that will fit through there. What are you working on, sweetie? And if this don't work out for the front, we can always put it on the back, you know. Now, will that go over that J? Just perfect. Just perfect. Okay, wait just a second. Is it going to be good? I think so. Now, let's give it some good glue. Ooh, I've almost used it all up. I think we're about dried up and used up on this one. That's okay, we got more. We got lots of glue. Okay. We want it to go this way because the butterfly goes that way. The little birdie goes that way. We're going to do it just like so. Just like that. Oh, I like that. I like the J right there. I like that. There we go. So here's what it looks like. So we have the J in a frame. Then we have a little pocket with a little girl and some paper. We have a flower, and it feels like we may need to go back under that and glue it down. Some children. We have a great big fold out here. So it folds out. It's got a sticker there, but it folds out and just keeps folding out so that she can journal on it. She can write, she can draw on it, whatever she wants. And we're keeping it held down with a little rose gold pin. We've got a tuck, and we've got two little tags in there. Little people, little people. And then here's our little picture that we painted. Got it all dried. We painted that on top of the dictionary page. Put some little yellow and red flowers down at the bottom, and then we've got our little purple flowers in it, and our little leafy ferns. Signed it and stamped Loven art on it. And then that just tucks down inside of there. And then on this one, we wrote a quote: "If you truly love nature, you will find beauty everywhere." That's Vincent van Gogh. And I may go back through here and write some more. And then I wrote journal up here. And then we have a pretty little bluebell and a little blue butterfly and some pretty trim. And there will be beads on the bottom of this. And then we have another little pocket with a couple more little tags. We have Lady Liberty. And then inside of here we have some paper and some music. And then we have one of the King's Guards. And then we have a little notebook clipped in with a little silver heart thing. Then we have a little tuck with a little piece of music. We have music, and we put some trim down the side of it and some pretty feathery things. And then we have a belly band, and we made a little postcard. And our little postcard says, "To Jennifer, care of Janet Nash." And on the back of it has a little postcard sticker. Like what? We'll say like this, similar to that, is a postcard sticker on the back of that piece of paper. Then we have a little girl there and a piece of paper in that one. And she's all done. All finished. And I think we're going to see if we can use this as our wraparound. I think we're going to go all the way to the corner here. Tie us a knot, tie us a bow. Now, there we go. Isn't that sweet? That's so sweet. Even if I made it myself, that's so sweet. Let's get the bead jar out. Actually, let's see. Let's lay all the punches out of the way. All the punches out of the way. Is that the last punch? Nope, here's another one. All of the punches out of the way because they all go back in the same area. That goes up here. This goes up here. Stapler stays. Inks stay. Glue goes up here. This white paint goes back in the drawer. I didn't even use it for this project. This right here goes in the trash. It's all used up. That's some scrap paper. Okay, there's some beads. We're going to use some of them. But I had another little, I guess I threw it back in the jar. I think I did. Oh, those go back over there. Okay, we got some more beads here. Wait, we may have something here. Oh, we could do this instead of, yeah, let's put this on hers instead of a key. We're going to put this on hers. So, okay, so instead of a key on her, and we're going to use this short one to do this. We want to do this like this. We have a little locket, a little heart locket. Okay. Actually, I want to do this before I put that heart locket on. I want one of these right here. What you doing, baby?
I'm on Newton Supper.
Is it supper time? Oh, it's 5:35, ain't it? Hey, will you take my glass in there and pour me some more tea?
Yeah.
That would be awesome. Somebody just buzzed. That's the first text all day.
Wow.
Well, all afternoon, I should say. It went crazy before church. Let's see what.
Got plenty of ice in it?
Yes, it has plenty of ice in it, and it has a lemon in it already.
Hey.
Yes, it has plenty of ice in it.
Well, I never heard you say nothing.
Turn up your hearing aid, Lon. Oh, okay. That's from church. Pray for Israel. Our church sends out daily reminds, and twice a day we get a remind to pray for Israel and any other prayer requests that might have come through on the prayer requests. We actually support a ministry in Israel that is
Finally got the lid on it correctly. Don't knock that off.
I won't. No, you didn't get it on correctly. Ooh.
Don't need to get it off.
You screwed it.
I got it on more better the first time.
You just screwed it on crooked.
And the second time.
Anyway, that's good. I got it right. Anyway, it's a look at what I just did. Flitter, Cindy, you didn't want that on that one. Anyhow, it's a church in Israel that is a Christian church. Uh, they are Israeli, and my last church supported them. And when we came here, I asked the pastor, who is a different pastor than when I first came here and took the job here. My first pastor that I worked with was my youngest uncle, my dad's youngest brother. And so I asked him, I said, hey, my church in Conway supports Israel. We have an Israel mission we support. And I just wondered if you guys would be interested in supporting it too, or do I need to just keep sending my support for Israel to uh, my church in Conway? And so uh, the pastor of that church just happened to be in the States, and the church that is his main contact is actually a church that our church here is. Uh, it's like one of our overseers from when we started. Anyway, so our church is not very old. It started in 2009, so it's not a very old church. We have on a really good Sunday, we have about 125 people. On holidays, we have over 150 to 200. But something very interesting about my church is at 58 and Davis 60. We are we are some of the oldest people in our church. There are less than 5 people in our church that are older than us. Our last church that we went to was a fairly young church too. Not, I mean, the church had been there for a long time, but the age demographics was very young. But that was in a college town, and we're not a college town here. But we just have a really good group of 20 somethings into the early 30s. It makes me feel really odd to be the part of the older crowd, you know. So because I don't think I'm old. Do you think I'm old, Daddy? You might ought to be careful how you answer that, baby. Because you are older than me. He's not even listening. I thought he was standing at the door. In November, we'll be married 39 years. In July, our son will be 31. I asked you, did you think I was old? And
Shan't answer that question.
huh?
I shan't answer that question.
You shan't answer that question? Okay. You may have a brain injury, but you're not dumb, huh? No, I'm still live.
Oh, yeah. People know I love you then.
Uh, yeah, those people know you love me. I our last church, you know, a lot of times it's hard not to question God when you've worked all your life, you feel like, for the Lord. And then things happen like what happened to Dave, where he fell dead in his barber shop and now he's disabled. And uh, when you become disabled, your finances take a hit, especially if you had a really good job before so. And so, yeah, and you just wonder. But sometimes I think that uh, what happened to Dave happened to slow us down because where we are now, we're nowhere near as active as we were in our last church. In fact, the day that David fell dead in his barber shop, he had been at church every night. It happened on a Thursday. He had been in church. Saturday, he had drove the van for Royal Rangers. Sunday, he drove the van and did church, and we had church for regular services. Monday, he had a board meeting because he was on the board at our church. On Tuesday, he had drove the van again for Royal Rangers, which if you don't know what Royal Rangers is, it's a boys club like Boy Scouts, only it's Christian based. Anyway, and so they would go pick up kids for that, and they would drive the van. He was one of the main van drivers at our church. Anyway, and then on Wednesday night, before he fell dead on Thursday morning, he had preached that Wednesday night. He wasn't the pastor of the church. He was a board member, but I guess at some point I've mentioned this that Dave is a minister and he was a pastor actually when we got married in a General Baptist church. Anyway, and we've pastored during our marriage. We have pastored at one, two, three, four. Feel like I'm missing somewhere. Denard, Belleville, Dardanelle, Glenwood. Anyway, we've pastored 4 times and been support staff at 2 other churches. So, uh, yeah, in the 39 years we've been married. So, yep, there we go. And there we go. Oh, almost too short. Yep. Shucky duckies. That one's going to have to be redone. So, the string is not long enough to support the bead. The bead gets up in the folder and makes a bump up in the book. It makes a bump. Dadgummit. This is one of the reasons I love using wax thread because you can untie it just like, come on there, just like so. That'll go back there and we will untie it again. There we go. I hate when I get my strings just a little bit too short. It makes me aggravated at myself. Is that long enough? Yes, that's long enough. Now, I shouldn't have to get on that again. So, this is what I'm going to do. Do, 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 do. 2 hours. So, for lunch, when we came home from church, I had put out hamburger meat to grill burgers, and I grilled burgers and made grilled hot dogs on out on the grill outside, and we bought some potato salad and baked beans at the store when we went to get hamburger buns. And yeah, that's what we had for lunch, and I guess that's what Dave is having for supper. So it don't want to stay. It wants to give me a fit. There. We got it. I kind of got it to stay. Just want it to there dry like that. There. Okay, we're gonna leave that to dry like that. So anyhow, did I did not do anything else in oh I did do some more stuff in my book, but we're not gonna work in my book today. So anyhow, I will be back tomorrow night with a live craft auction. We will have some jewelry, but for the most part, it's going to be crafty stuff. What kind of crafty stuff? There will be some vintage books. There will be some ephemera packs. There will be supplies. I think there's a punch in there. There will be folders. I sell folders. There will be, when I say folders, I'm talking about file folders that you can use for bases for your journals. There will be there will be some jewelry, but it's going to be bagged up jewelry. There will be a craft lot. I've got to get it bagged up. What else? I'm trying to think what else there will be. Oh, you know what? I have some things that I could bag up for some, just some little bags of stuff like this to make spine jewelry. I have some stuff that I could bag up for that. Maybe I'll get that done. Maybe I won't. We'll see. Uh, I can't think of what else is in there. I have a tub that's so heavy I can barely move it, but that's because there's books in it. Oh, there's cookbooks in it. Hi, puppy. Hi, baby. Oh, there's a sketchbook in it, a brand new sketchbook. I realized that one is an ant, and he's carrying a dead ant. Uh, I start at 5 o'clock Central, so that's 6 o'clock Eastern. I start at 5 o'clock Central, and that's 6 o'clock Eastern. So, anyway, and yeah. Oh, I can't even think about. I'm trying to think what all's in that tub. I'll have to get Jared to drag it over here for me. So, and more than likely, we will. Usually, what we do is usually I point the camera at myself, and we do the sell that way. But tomorrow, more than likely, we will have it down on the thing because I'm going to be showing. Oh, journals. There will be journals. Duh. I've got how many journals do I have for sale right now? One, two, three. I have three journals for sale right now. I have a really small one, a really, really small one, and a large one. So I have this beautiful rose one, and yellow roses, yellow and white roses, and it has three signatures in it, and they're pretty full. And then I have this little bitty baby one, and it's cute and it's full. And then I have this one, and it's just got a single, a single signature in it. But it's pretty full. I stuff them pretty full. And all my journals have cloth covers. I pretty much do cloth covers on all my journals. So anyway, but yeah. So I will have those for sale. And this is one of my bigger journals, so it's 45. And then this one and this one will probably be right at 20 to 22. This one will probably be 22, and this one will probably be 18. So anyway, and then what else do I have over there? It seemed like there was something else over there that's supposed to go. I have two more journals over there, but they're not for sale. Actually, there's three more over there, but they're not for sale. And yeah, just lots and lots of folders. And the folders are really cheap, but what gets you is the shipping goes up on shipping folders. But I will tell you that even with shipping these folders, they still turn out cheaper than you can buy them online or in a store. So anyway, yeah, that's what we'll do. So we'll have a good time. We'll have giveaways and stuff like that. So anyway, I'll see y'all next week. I mean, tomorrow night. Yeah, it'll be next week. But anyway, tomorrow night. Y'all have a good one. Bye bye.